Look at the offensive leaders for Philadelphia in the day for McNabb. 2 touchdowns, an interception, 241 yards. Just so you know, the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history, the Redskins trailed by 10. That was early, and then won 42-10 against the Broncos in Super Bowl 22.
But I think you might be able to work Westbrook underneath and do some different things short to him.
2nd down and 8. McNabb fires the pass to Terrell Owens into the open field. Look out. Terrell Owens getting it into Patriot territory. They'll mark him out at the 37.
And you take a look at Terrell Owens on the outside. Again, the respect that he gets. The corner's going to turn and bail, and he breaks to the inside on the slant route. And this is where Terrell Owens is most dangerous. Get the ball in his hands. He's a hard guy to get down, and he's showing us a little something there, Chris, with the speed.
Yeah, I agree. And as soon as I come out and say they're out there helping the corners, they go right back to that single coverage that they gave up the long drive on the first time. You can't do that on the outside. Stay balanced out there. Keep helping those guys. It was working.
Levens in motion on 1st down. McNabb fires high, and the pass is intercepted by Bruschi. Levens flashing across the middle. McNabb was too high, and Teddy Bruschi, one of the defensive leaders for the Patriots, was there waiting for it.
Well, you can just about say right here that if the Eagles don't stop him on this 3rd down, game's pretty much over.
3rd down and 5. Blitz. Brady chased, and he throws it away, and the Eagles defense stiffens up on 3rd and 5 and comes up with a huge stop. Burgess with pressure. 5:48 to play. Decent punt, and the fair catch called for and received by Lito Shepherd. So has the city of Philadelphia waited a long time. L.J. Smith hit immediately by Harrison. Gain of 3. Moments ago, over on the sideline, Terrell Owens and Donovan McNabb. Owens telling McNabb just to relax.
Well, that's always easier said by a wide receiver. You know, I mean, it's hard to relax when you're the quarterback and you're playing in a Super Bowl and you're trying to come back from 10-point deficit with just over 5 minutes to play.
2nd down and 7, and they throw it quick. A juggled catch is made by Greg Lewis. A gain of only 4. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, I think they're calling that incomplete. It looks like the ball came off and hit the ground, and good call there by the officials. Well, did it ever get to the ground?
I'm not so sure. I think that ball was juggled, but I'm not so sure that hit the turf. Let's take another look. His hands are underneath it. That should be a catch.
It is a completed catch. It'll be 3rd down on the 29-yard line.
And you think run, but this really is not much of a running team. You have a Corey Dillon, maybe you try and pound it in there twice, but I've got to believe the ball's going to go in McNabb's hands.
Yeah, that, and you're contending with time on the clock, so I would fully expect a pass.
On 3rd down and 2, the pass is caught. Owens.
I got to tell you, I mean, we talked about Terrell Owens all week long, and the speculation as to whether or not he would play. And the night that he's had, of course, thrown 10 times with 8 receptions and 112 yards. I don't think anybody, the most optimistic of persons, would have thought that he would have been able to come in here and have the impact that he's had in this game.
I bet you Terrell did.
McNabb hits his fullback Perry coming out of the backfield, and Perry ends up fighting for 2 yards.
And again, another errant throw by Donovan McNabb, and Josh Perry going to the ground keeps the clock running, where otherwise he's at least able to get more yards and get out of bounds and conserve time.
But that's classic Belichick right there. They're going to give you your last option, and there's no question that Josh Perry is the last option in this offense right now.
How many Philadelphia fans are screaming at the TV saying, hurry up? And the pass is too high for Freddie Mitchell, who has still been shut out. Now it's 3rd down and 8.
Terrell Owens at the bottom of the screen.
Blitz coming from New England. The pass is caught. An unbelievable catch by Terrell Owens. Unbelievable.
Terrell Owens, as we were talking about, has really shown up big. I mean, you're talking about a guy basically playing on one leg, 5 weeks removed from having screws put in his ankle, and coming out on this out route with Asante Samuel blanketing him with coverage. That's good coverage right there by Samuel. Good throw, too, by Donovan McNabb.
For Philadelphia. Play action, McNabb in trouble. Using his legs down the middle of the field, and he underthrows Owens with Bruschi thinking about his second interception. 2nd down and 10. And that was ugly from the beginning. They don't throw a flag as McNabb got it. It looked like before he was ready to get it. And no gain on the play, and now the clock will continue to run.
Well, McNabb was trying to signal for motion from one of his backs, and Hank Fraley snapped the ball. And they are letting a lot of time click away here.
Unbelievable how much time they're spending in the huddle.
I don't understand this at all, not getting into a no-huddle offense and trying to keep as much time on the clock as possible.
Just walking up to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down and 10. Another blitz from New England. McNabb over the middle. Pass is complete, and that's another 1st down. This time it's Freddie Mitchell, who is understated with really no celebration. That's his first catch of the night.
Well, even Freddie's walking around. You got to get him lined up and get on the ball, and they're still going to the huddle.
This is remarkable. I mean, Hank Fraley, the center, was saying, come on, get up to the line of scrimmage, and then Donovan called him back into the huddle.
Just looks like they're worn out.
I don't know. There's no excuse for being worn out. This is a Super Bowl.
McNabb throws, and the pass incomplete. Was behind Westbrook.
And there was a ton of room to run if Westbrook makes that catch. They're going vertically down the field. There had to be a 20-yard gap if Westbrook catches that ball 25 yards away. Look at all the space in behind Westbrook here.
Here they are doing their thing in the Super Bowl, leading by 10 with just over 2 to play. Westbrook gets it on the dead sprint, has a 1st down, and that will take the clock to the 2-minute warning. Philadelphia with a 1st down at the New England 31. The ball is in the air and now to the ground, incomplete. The critics were wrong. Terrell Owens was right, and he has been miraculous in his effort and his recovery with what he has shown here tonight.
Well, you know, the funny thing, what did they expect Terrell Owens to do? As a player, your obligation to your team is to go out and do everything you can to get on the field. If Andy Reid doesn't want to play him, don't play him. But how could you be critical of Terrell Owens in that situation?
2nd down and 10. Minute 55 remaining. Westbrook at the top of your screen. Down the middle of the field. Lewis, touchdown, and Philadelphia's not finished yet. We said early that Greg Lewis concerned Belichick much more than Freddie Mitchell, and it's because of his speed.
You're trying to decide, do you want to go onside kick or kick it deep? I think the fact that you had to burn one timeout and waste that one timeout now means you have to go for the onside kick.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there's any question that Andy Reid has to attempt the onside kick because of that fact. They have 2 timeouts left.
And it's right into the arms of Christian Fourier. The New England Patriots take over. They lead by 3 with 1:47 remaining, and the ball will be marked at the Philadelphia 41. A 4 wide receiver set for New England. Third down and 5, and they hand to Falk. So they tried to spread him out and then run it. Falk brought down by Kearse, no gain. And that will bring up 4th down and the decision by Bill Belichick. They're going to bring their punter, Josh Miller, onto the field.
Yeah, and by not picking up any more yards than what they were able to there, good decision here by Bill Belichick. Just trying to punt it down inside the 10-yard line and make Philadelphia go the distance to try to come away with a field goal and tie this game up before the end of regulation.
Not even anyone back for the Eagles.
and it's up to Miller to try to pin it down inside the 20. It takes a New England bounce, and not trying to get too greedy. Down there, 2 down it is Dexter Reed. They'll mark it at the 4. And Donovan McNabb, a guy who was booed when he was drafted out of Syracuse, the 2nd overall pick in '99, will try to get the Eagles into field goal position here in Super Bowl 39.
And they're going to be in 2 deep safeties this entire drive, I guarantee it.
He'll have to throw from his end zone, chased down by Seymour, drops it off, and the pass is complete, but that's the bad news.
Should have just knocked that pass down.
Westbrook hauled it in. A gain of only 1, and the clock continues to run.
The receivers were all the way down the field, and now they've got to come back. And once again, this 2-minute offense looks like a disaster for the Eagles.
Extra men on the rush. McNabb throws down the middle of the field, the direction of Terrell Owens. 17 seconds remain.
Well, now they get a chance to get into the huddle and regroup. But what you got to do in that situation, rather than trying to call a play at the line of scrimmage on 1st down before they broke the huddle, they should have called 2 plays in the huddle at that time, so everybody knew what was going to be run on 2nd down. When you've only got this kind of time on the clock, you don't even have time to communicate that much on the line of scrimmage, and anytime you can minimize it, you try to do that.
It's going to be almost impossible for them to have a completed pass and run another play. They're going to have to really hustle.
They got to throw 2 Hail Marys.
Down the middle of the field, and the pass is picked off by Harrison. Rodney Harrison takes it in, and 9 seconds remain, and the New England Patriots are on their way to solidifying their team as an NFL dynasty.
And Freddie Mitchell started the week by saying, "I got something for you, Rodney Harrison." Rodney Harrison finishes the week saying, "I got something for you, Freddie Mitchell."
In the 60s, you think of Green Bay. In the 70s, the Steelers. In the 80s, the San Francisco 49ers. The Cowboys in the 90s. And the New England Patriots will be the first dynasty of the 21st century.
And I think the thing, Joe, that was so impressive to me watching the New England Patriots here tonight is, yeah, there were some things that went against them early in this ball game, but every time they had to step up and make a play, they made a play. Now they just got Bill Belichick and his father with the Gatorade bath.
How about that? Even Steve got to experience the Gatorade bath here.
That's it. And it's another 3-point victory for the New England Patriots in a Super Bowl.